Okay, so when we're looking at the task 8, this is the last task for this booklet, and it is an opportunity to really reflect about some of the things that you've learned so far and to have a look at what I guess we've learned, and therefore what else do we need to go back and maybe improve on for our next round of training. So what are the main things you've learned in the Barista project? For this, you might want to talk about things like starting off with hygiene. How do you make sure that you are safe and keeping people healthy? The second part might be looking at how do you take an order and tell us about what are the important things that you need to do when taking an order. The third thing might be about making the coffee puck. Tell me the steps, what do you do with the group handle? What do you do with the grinder? How do you know if you have enough coffee? What are the steps when you're putting it into the machine? And then you can have a think about the milk and the pouring. You might even think about the pack up. What have you learned about packing up the coffee cup? Then for number 2, we're going to look at why was it useful for you to learn these skills. So at a basic level, we can start off with talking about how obviously you need to know these skills because you want to be making coffee, but also have a think about some of the things going on underneath. Did you have an opportunity perhaps to learn some teamwork skills that could be useful in the future? Did you have to develop your confidence, which might be useful? Maybe you could think about things like using your initiative or having to work independently. Even things like, just getting up on time. Why is that so important for your future preparation? Then for number 3, we're going to think about how you developed your literacy and numeracy skills in the project. So what sorts of new words did you learn? What sorts of new communication did you do? What sorts of maths did you have to work with? And that could be things like time. It could be taking orders, giving change, using the till, all really important parts. Next one is any challenges. So how did you overcome any problems you were having? So did you practice more? Did you ask questions? Did you watch what others were doing? Did you set your alarm clock earlier? What was it that you were doing? And then how might you use these skills to help you in the future? So this could be, if you wanted to go into work in hospitality, or if you are going to be doing, food tech next year, or if you're thinking about potentially doing something along the lines of a service industry in the future. Okay, so this is a really good opportunity to summarize your learning so far. And then what we do is we have a look at what we've got at this point, and then we go back and we build up the next steps so that you can improve further for the rest of the program.